guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. Today's video is going to be another episode in my villager introduction series. So if you're new to my channel or haven't watched any of the previous episodes, essentially it's a video series where I introduce every single one of my Sylvanian families figures. To begin with, I would group them by animals, so like cats and dogs and rabbits. And now we're at the point where I do kind of like a quarterly update of new figures and families I've added to my collection since the previous video. So the last time I did a video was back in April of this year, so I thought it was high time to film another one. So here are all the figures that I've added to my collection since that video. So let's get started. First up, I have the periwinkle or milk rabbit family. And I've done a separate video on these, unboxing them on the channel, which I'll link here, so I won't dwell on them for too long. But these were first released into the UK range in around about 2004. This is a much later edition though, it's an epoch edition with the flat hands. And I think I said it in the other video, I'm surprised how long it took me to add these to my collection, but they're here now, so better late than never, I suppose. Then next up, another figure that I've done a separate video for, and I'll link that here. So this is Eric Reynard, and he came in a DIY set. So he is a Tomy figure and was released into the UK range in 1995, so he's quite vintage. And if you want to see more of him, like I said, I'll link the video here so we don't dwell on characters we've already kind of seen a bit. Next up, I have this baby sleigh ride set. So this was the Christmas set in, I think it was 2017 or 2018. Comes with these two adorable little costume figures. I haven't got this one out of the box yet, and to be honest I probably won't until Christmas time, and I'm wanting to set it up on a scene, but I thought I'd include it in this video, and I'm sure we can take a closer look at those figures whenever I get it out of the box. And then finally, in figures that I've already done a separate video for, so I won't spend too long showing you, are these adorable little costume cats that are going to a birthday party. I'll link the unboxing video for them here, but I think you'll agree they are absolutely adorable in their little matching outfits. And they're quite a new release, so they came out into the Japanese range in this year, 2023. They haven't seen a UK release yet, but if they follow suit with other similar like costumed baby sets, then I imagine we'll see them probably sometime next year. And that's all the figures that I've done separate videos for. Now we'll move on to figures that you might have seen in the background of other videos, but they haven't had a proper introduction on the channel yet. So first up, we've got another 2023 release, and that is the Latte Cat family. So these cats are absolutely adorable. They've got really cute chubby faces, and I love their tricolour markings. It doesn't show up as well on camera, but these two markings are two different, slightly different colours, and they've got these really lovely bright outfits on, which all colour coordinate. So here is the father, the mother. I absolutely love the lace detailing on her dress. The sister. And baby or toddler figure. So these four came together in a family set, and there now has been a brother figure released, but he comes in a separate set that I haven't gotten yet, but it is on my wish list. So whilst we're on the topic of 2023 releases, here is another. So these are the Floater Seal family, and they came out super recently in, I think it was July or August. I love the moulds on these. They've got these little tiny flipper shaped feet and arms. They've got a very kind of rounded body shape and very nautical themed outfits. And they also have these cute little shells on their hats. So this is the father, and this is the mother. I like that they're two different colours as well. And she's got a shell on her hat as well, and again a very nautically themed outfit. And then this family set also came with 2 little babies, and these are extremely fluffy and very soft. It's like a new type of flocking, so they're fluffy like the Persian cats, but so soft. And they've also got these cute little hats on. Absolutely adorable. I love their little eyebrow markings, these little dots. And then another 2023 release, I have the Flora Rabbit family. So these came out earlier in the year. Again, I love the outfits on these. They're so spring-like and just lovely and pastel, and they all look really good together. So these are the first lop-eared rabbits in the Sylvanian range. And they also have these interchangeable kind of flower pieces on their ears. So this is the father. Lovely fluffy tail at the back as well. This is the mother. I love the yellow accents on her dress. She really reminds me of Easter for some reason. And the father and mother came with newborn triplets in this little pram. So these are the newborn baby size, like the teeny tiny babies. We've got these cute little pastel wraps on them. And then in a separate set you could get the brother and the sister characters. So here they are, and the brother has colours very reminiscent of the father's outfit, so with the pink accents. I love these little gingham shorts that he's wearing. And the sister has a dress very reminiscent of the mother with the yellow accents. Her dress is probably my favourite. I absolutely adore this dress. It's so pretty. And that's the family all together. I think they also released like normal baby size babies, but I do not have those yet. Then next up I've got a slightly older family, so these are from 2020, and I think these were released for the anniversary in that year, and these are the Marguerite rabbit family. So these have a really pretty kind of peachy coloration to their flocking, and they've got these very bright outfits with yellow running through them. They really remind me of kind of like summer and like a garden in full bloom. They've got these cute white markings across their nose and cheeks as well. So this is the father. I like that he's in the very kind of traditional dungarees with the checked shirt. He's very reminiscent of the older outfits they would give the fathers. And then here we have the mother, and her dress is just gorgeous. I love the pattern on this. I love the pink accents and the kind of peachy pink accents. Floral patterning. Very pretty. Here's the brother. I like the checks and the kind of plaid he's got going on here. And then here is the sister character, and again she's got a lovely florals on her skirt and a cute little top and this little flower accent on her ear. I have to say I kind of prefer this kind of flower to this kind of flower. I understand why they've had to do it like this, because obviously this is wrapping around the ear and you wouldn't be able to do that with this figure, but I just think the fabric flowers maybe look a little bit nicer, and they also don't leave the hole in the flocking that those flowers do. And that's the Marguerite rabbit family. Next up we've got a family from 2018. And that is the Maple Cats. I ummed and ahed about getting these for a long time. I don't know why, because I absolutely love them. I love ginger cats, I love Scottish folds, so I don't know why I took so long to get these. I think someone had said to me that the flocking on the ginger parts isn't very soft, and it's not as soft as the white flocking, but it's not awful or anything, and they just look so cute. I love their little folded ears. I also love their outfits. So this cute little bow tie. He's looking very smart. So that's the father. And here is the mother. I love the colours as well. The really lovely deep navy blue mixed with the yellow and the brown. She's got a little pearl. This is very reminiscent of kind of the urban life outfits a little bit, I think. I just absolutely adore their markings. I don't know what took me so long. And I also have the sister and the brother. And again, these outfits really remind me of the urban life outfits. Especially this brother's outfit. His is almost exactly the same as the brother outfits from that period. It's just a more kind of silky fabric. Love his little bow tie, love his little striped shirt. And then here's the sister. Now her skirt is really interesting. I love this. So it's a silky underlay with a complete lace overlay. And I just think it looks really effective, really, really pretty. And she's got a little bow on as well. Just a really gorgeous family with really gorgeous outfits. I have some babies for this family as well that I think I've already introduced from the blind bag series. So they now have a family, which is always good. Then next up is another family that I'm surprised it took me so long to get since they're so iconic in the range, and that is the Cottontail Rabbit family. So these guys have been around in one form or another since the year 2000. This is a much later edition, it's the Epoch edition with the flat hands. They are one of the kind of longest standing families that are still current in the range today. I love their outfits, they're really very reminiscent of that kind of earlier time period. So here is the father. I love the yellow and blue that he's got running through his outfit. So I love their markings. Here is the mother. She's got a very traditional floral fabric dress in a really pretty floral fabric with blue accents in it. And her apron is sewn into the dress, but it's kind of that very traditional lacy apron. They do have tails, as you would expect on the rabbit figures. I like the pink detailing on their ears and noses as well. And then here is the brother. So he's wearing a very kind of traditional outfit. So this is one up from the shorts with the elastic. This is when they'd moved to overalls but without an undershirt. I love the red buttons on this. They just bring a really nice accent, like a pop of colour. And then this is the sister. And her dress is very similar in that instead of shorts it's a dress. And I like her little orange pop of colour on there as well. And I think this floral fabric is really pretty. But yeah, another one that's been around forever that I've only just added to my collection this year. So next up I have a few sets that are still in their boxes that I haven't taken out yet. So we'll just really quickly look at those. So first of all, I've got some of the fashion play sets. So here is the first one. It's the Tuxedo Cat Town Girl series. And this came out into the UK range in, I think it was 2020. The one that drew me to this is the fact that she has trousers. I absolutely love that, and her little glasses as well. I won't put these on the table or they will eclipse everyone, so I'll just pop them to the side. But there's that one. And then I also got a couple from Amazon Japan. So I've got the Caramel Dog older sister here, and she comes with a whole ton of shoes, but this is the outfit that I really love for her, with this cute little hat and matching bag. This one was from 2020 in Japan, and I think 2021 here in the UK. And then finally for the fashion play sets, I have this Snow Bunny older sister one. I wasn't like crazy on the jewellery that she came with, but I like this display case for like putting something else in, and I like her herself, her outfits and her bag and shoes. So I probably won't end up using the jewellery, but I do like this display case. And she's the newest of the fashion play set that I have. And she was, I think, 2021 in Japan and 2022 in the UK. And then finally, for sets that I haven't taken out of the box yet, is this I think it's called Les Secrets by Lauderay. And you can see it comes with 2 figures, so you've got Freya Chocolate here and also the Persian cat sister whose name has now escaped me. This set is from 2021 and it was a bit of a pain in the bum to get, so I haven't taken it out of the box yet because I absolutely adore the box. It's beautiful, it's got like this lacy detail on the top as well. I think it just looks so lovely in the box that I haven't been able to bring myself to take it out yet. I love the colours on the outfits here. I love that she's wearing the Lauderay uniform. It's just everything in the set is gorgeous, and I think I will eventually set it up in my royal hotel in the town, but for now it is still in the box. I will free them eventually. And then these final few figures are a bit more vintage, with the exception of one blind bag baby, which I'll show first. They're ones that I've been wanting for a while, or completing family sets and things like that, but first of all let me show you the blind bag baby I have. So only one blind bag baby this time, and it's from the baby hair series, and it's this little silk cat. Now I'm not a massive fan of the baby hair series, but I do love this little silk cat because I really like her little dress. She comes with this blonde wig that I just haven't worried about putting on her, but as a figure herself she is adorable and this dress is so cute. So I'm glad that the hair was kind of a detachable piece because I can just kind of have her like this and she's really cute. Then if you watched the April video, you'll remember that I went on a little bit of a grandparent binge, and there were a number of other grandparents I still wanted to get my hands on. Only one set of grandparents this time, but it's a good one. So these are the McCavity cat grandparents. And they came with their little glasses and their outfits all intact, which is fantastic. I love the granddad's little corduroy trousers, his little shirt and vest, and the grandmother's in very typical grandmother dress, and this is one of the dresses with the shawl built in. So these were fan club figures from the Flair era, and you could first get them through the fan club in 2005, so they're quite old now. But yes, always happy to have more grandparents. Then next up I've got a little baby that I've been wanting for ages. So I'd always wanted one of the Buttercup cow babies, and it was sad that when they re-released the family either this year or last year, they didn't also re-release the babies. So I've been keeping my eye out for a baby in relatively good second-hand condition. This is Cheddar Buttercup, which I think is just the cutest name. Really happy to have her. The problem with these is usually the black flocking is quite easy to fade. You can see there's a teeny bit of fading on her ear, but nothing as bad as some of the ones I've seen. So I'm really happy to have her in my collection now. Oh, and I forgot to say the Buttercup cow family along with the babies was first released into the UK range in 2010. So next up I've got another figure I've been searching for a while. This is the Tailbury Dog brother figure. So the Tailbury Dogs were released in 2009 in a series of family life kind of at home sets. So each member of the family came with their own separate set with furniture. So there was a set for father, mother, sister, brother, a set with twin babies and grandma and grandpa. And this brother at home set is the final one I needed to complete both the family and also the furniture series. So really happy to have him. I really like the Tailbury Dogs anyway. I love their coloration. I think the mould is really cute. I love their little tails and how they're slightly different colour to the rest of the fur. And also love his outfit, particularly these kind of mint stripy shorts. So really happy to finally have that family complete. Then another figure that I've been searching for to complete, or mostly complete, a family. So I have two Sea Dog sisters here. So the Sea Dogs were an interesting one. So Captain Sea Dog was released into the Tomy range, I think in about 1995, as a lone character. There was just him and his boat. And then later on, a family was designed for him, and they came out in two waves. So the mother and the brother figure were one wave, and then this sister, and it was actually twin babies, so I only have one of the babies. I'm missing, I think, a crawling twin boy. They came out in another wave, and you could get those two sets through the Collectors Club starting in around about 2012. I have the mother and brother, and I have Captain Sea Dog, but I've been looking for, at the very least, the sister for quite some time, and I finally found her in really good condition. And it just so happened that the lot she was in on eBay also came with the baby sister, which was a bonus. The babies tend to be really expensive, so I'd kind of resigned myself that I wasn't going to get the babies, and that was kind of fine. I just really wanted the sister, but to have a baby as well is an absolute bonus because they're absolutely adorable. I love her cute little floppy ears. She's not opposable, her head does move but none of her limbs move, but still very cute. And then the sister has this lovely blue dress which fits in nicely with the rest of the family. The thing that always seems to be missing on this dress is the ribbon with the pearl. I guess it was coming off quite easily, but I love the gingham and all the blue and white detailing. So another family, like, as complete as I'm happy to have it. So if I ever find the baby boy, that would be a bonus, but I'm kind of happy with that now. Then I have Henley Buttercup here. So he came with the farmer's cart that Flair put out in 2011. I got the farmer's cart set and Henley came with that. I love his apron, this nice kind of brown apron, and then he's got an all green outfit. I really like the Buttercup cows, so I was very happy to add him to my collection. But upon adding him to my collection, I realised that there was a second version of the farmer's cart, an older one in a slightly different coloration from 2008, and it came with a different figure. So it came with this figure here, who is Bob Blackberry, who is, I think, the husband of the Blackberry Rabbit mother who runs the juice stand. And I've had the juice stand in my collection since around about 2010, 2011. And I always wanted the father figure, but for some reason I didn't understand where to get him from. So since I found out about the farmer's cart first iteration, which had this figure, I have been looking for a lot with just him without the farmer's cart, because I already have the farmer's cart and I didn't particularly want another one, and it seemed quite difficult to find him just by himself, not in absolutely like wrecked condition. So again, like the cows, these rabbits suffer from losing the black flocking, particularly on their ears. You can see there's a little bit of loss here, but I can easily repair that with some paints. Henley and Bob both have very similar outfits. So they've got the same colour apron, same colour of dungarees, but different patterning. So I thought that they could go into business on the farmer's cart together, and this could be more like a uniform. And I'm just really happy to have the Blackberry Rabbit father figure. I don't know if there was ever a brother. I know there's a baby that came in like a 4-pack baby set that I don't think I'll ever manage to get. But I don't know if there was ever a brother, so if you know, please let me know, because I have the sister. Her name is Ingrid, I think. She came with a rowboat set and also another iteration with a camping set, but I don't know about a brother. So if you know whether there was a Blackberry Rabbit brother, I'd be really interested to know in the comments. And if there is, it does mean that I'm going to have to look for him, which is probably going to prove very difficult because I don't think I've ever seen him. And then the final figure that I've added to my collection since the last video is a really interesting one. So this is Florence Merriweather, which is an absolutely fantastic name. I love her name. And she is really vintage. So she was first around in 1991. So she's a Tomy era figure. She was a special token collectors club figure, so you couldn't get her unless you saved up some tokens and sent those in to the token collection scheme. She's a nurse and she works alongside Dr. Murdoch, who is the big brown bear who is the doctor of that time. And I just absolutely love this cat mould. I like the coloration. I love the kind of darker brown markings on her ears and on her nose. think she's really cute. I love this outfit. It's very reminiscent of like a 1950s nurse's uniform. And I've always had like in the back of my mind that if I could ever get her, it would be really nice to have her, but she's pretty rare, very old, so finding her in good condition proved quite difficult. But this one came up for not an obscene amount of money and also in really good condition, so here she is after all this time. I love her little hat, love the cape. I actually managed to do a pretty decent bow on this as well, so let's take a moment to appreciate the lovely bow. And then under her dress she's kind of got an apron built into her blue dress. But I just thought she was a really interesting one. There were some other Merryweather cat figures and they were all sold individually as well. So there was a Professor Merryweather who was also in the collection, the token collection club. There was, I think her name was Madeline Merryweather, who came with a boutique shop, and there was also a daughter character or sister character, and she came with like a dress-up set. But as far as I'm aware, Florence is the aunt, so she's kind of a standalone figure and doesn't have a husband or any children as far as I'm aware. But yeah, really happy to have her in the collection. And that is all the new villagers I've added to my collection recently. Let me know in the comments if you have a particular favourite, or if there's any figures that you're really hoping to find at the moment or add to your collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now!